With the arrival of summer comes familiar sensations. Sand between your toes, sun on your shoulders, and the pinch at the pump.
Every year, gas prices go up because of the infamous summer mix.
Don't know what that actually means? Jimmy Rhodes didn't either, but he found out.
Getting the goods on summer gas is our featured story at the top of the list.
As temperatures rise, so do gas prices. I've been hearing about the summer fuel mix for 30 years, and I've never understood what it means, why we do it, and why it's more expensive. GasBuddy senior petroleum analyst Dan McTaag says the switch has to do with
how gasoline behaves under different temperatures.
Let's start with that cheaper stuff I miss already, the winter mix. Gases are easier to ignite than solids or liquids, but frigid temps mean less evaporation.
When it's colder weather out there, you want to make sure your gasoline's flammability is a little bit higher.
There's a measurement called RVP. It stands for Reid Vapor Pressure. Vapor pressure basically refers to evaporation, and evaporation affects volatility, or how flammable the mix is. In cold temps, refineries might add stuff that encourages more evaporation.
They might be putting in products like butane.
You know, the stuff from lighters.
Butane is a wonderful igniter, and it's cheaper.
So the stuff you have to add to the winter mix is cheap. Not so much with the summer mix.
In the summertime, when we see warm weather, we don't want gas to expand. It could evaporate, and it could also explode or ignite.
But mostly that increased evaporation is bad for air quality, which is why the EPA regulates summer gas.
To reduce that volatility in gasoline, they have to add alkylates, which means it's more expensive.
And the cost of the stuff they add to make summer gas less gassy is passed along to you at the pump.
Usually about 10 cents a gallon on average.
Okay, the fuel mix isn't the only factor. The global marketplace for petroleum is really complicated, but like most economics, it boils down to supply and demand.
Demand surges because of a strong economy, people heading out for the long weekends. You may also see a supply issue in which supply could be abundant, in which case prices fall, or supply is scarce.
For instance, there are 2 planned interruptions every year. In the early spring, when the refineries switch from winter mix to the summer mix, and in the late fall when they switch back, which makes sense. You'd rinse out your blender between smoothies and margaritas, right? See, that makes sense to me. So as prices rise, do what you can to use less gas by comparison shopping.
It's not uncommon to see savings of between 30 and 90 cents a gallon simply by knowing where the best prices are.
Of course, Dan suggests the GasBuddy app for that. Also, know the best day of the week to fill up.
We've done an extensive study in terms of the best time to buy your gasoline.
Mondays and Tuesdays are best in most markets. Finally, understanding the summer mix is at the top of the list.